Homer threw a bowling ball, but the bowling alley hid a secret. After passing through a complex system of pipes, the ball eventually ended up in Moe's tavern. Moe opened the bowling ball's plug, and to his surprise, beer poured out. Beer that the local drunks had been yearning for. A few days earlier, during the St. Patrick's Day parade, Duff Brewery had shot beer into the crowd, and the men had their mouths wide open, but all the beer ended up in Bart's horn.
Hey, what the... Ugh.
Drunk, Bart wandered the streets and said some impolite things. The television quickly reported on the incident, and the parents of Springfield immediately protested, demanding the mayor ban alcohol. The mayor initially disagreed, but the town archivist flipped through an old book and discovered that Springfield had imposed a prohibition 200 years ago. As a result, the mayor enacted the alcohol ban. Duff Brewery buried all their remaining beer underground and started producing non-alcoholic beer. 30 minutes later, Duff Brewery went bankrupt. Fat Tony from the Mafia saw a business opportunity and brought in a large supply of alcohol.
You didn't see nothing. I don't know why people are always bad-mouthing the Mafia.
Moe bought a lot of alcohol from Fat Tony, which made his business even more popular. When the parents found out, they rushed to the tavern and were shocked to see Chief Wiggum there. They immediately went to the mayor and demanded that he replace the chief. The new sheriff, Banner, immediately kicked Clancy to the ground.
Whoa, ow! Hey, I was watching that, and I was sitting there.
I'm running this department now. Wiggum, you're out. Suspended indefinitely.
Huh?
Compared to Clancy's incompetence, Banner led his men into the Mafia's territory and destroyed all the smuggled alcohol. He was also unaffected by Fat Tony's bribes and set up roadblocks on the routes used to smuggle alcohol. Unable to stand life without alcohol, Homer took Bart to the junkyard one night where they dug up the beer that the brewery had buried. However, Banner soon discovered what they were doing.
Hang on, done!
Homer drove wildly through a cemetery, managing to outrun the police. By the time he returned home, his car was barely holding together. The next day, Homer and Bart left the house with a bunch of bowling balls. While it seemed like they were going bowling, they were actually throwing the balls into a special pipe system that connected to a complex distribution system for the alcohol, allowing the balls to be transported to Moe's tavern.
Here you go, Bon. That'll be $45.
$45? Well, this better be the best tasting beer in the world. You got lucky.
Moe gave Homer a share of the money he made, and Homer ended up earning a large sum as well. One day, Banner saw a drunk Barney and suspected someone in Springfield was secretly running illegal speakeasies. He immediately led a raid on Moe's tavern. However, Moe had prepared for this. He stalled for time while transforming the tavern into a pet shop. Although Banner didn't believe that so many people would be visiting a pet shop at 1 a.m., he had no evidence and reluctantly left. Meanwhile, Homer was enjoying his newfound role as a beer-smuggling kingpin, but the beer from the junkyard soon ran out. Moe urgently asked Homer to provide more beer, or his customers would leave. Homer decided to start brewing his own beer. He bought dozens of bathtubs and turned his basement into a brewery. Soon, he delivered the beer to Moe's tavern.
Who wants a bathtub mint julep?
One day, while Homer was brewing, the still exploded. Marge heard the noise and rushed to the basement to check what was going on.
What are the stills?
Nothing, Marge. I think it must have been that bean I had for dinner.
As the explosion echoed from the basement, Marge realized that Homer's brewing operation had gone wrong. She told him that he had made quite a bit of money, and it was time to stop. Homer realized she was right and decided to shut down the brewery.
It's hot!
Homer took a stack of cash, ready to go spend it, but he was robbed by Clancy, who was holding a gun. Seeing how miserable Clancy's life had become, Homer agreed to help him stage a scenario to get him reinstated as sheriff. Clancy claimed he had captured the beer-smuggling kingpin, and Homer confessed to his crimes. He thought he would only face a small punishment, but instead, he was sentenced to be catapulted out of town and executed. At the crucial moment, Marge stepped in and argued that Springfield's prohibition was unreasonable. The archivist once again opened the old book and found that Springfield had indeed imposed a prohibition 200 years ago, but it was repealed after just 1 year. In the end, Homer was exonerated, and the residents of Springfield were free to drink alcohol again.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.